Hello everybody, this is Indy András, and in this video I will talk about the no-sayers and why you have to avoid those at all costs, including experience of mine and examples from my own life. Coming up. So the no-sayers, yeah, they really think that you are wrong, you can't do this, you can't do that, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. They have their reasons, but you know what? They have their reasons because they are just not you. You are a different person, with different personality, with different values, with different goals in your life. And that's why they will never understand you. That's why they will never trust you. That's why they think you are not right. That's why they say no. And the correct reaction is to avoid them, because they will be an obstacle between you and your goals in your life, your dreams in your life. That's it. If your family is similar to mine, you will have a lot of no-sayers, but still you can reach your goals. In a previous video I mentioned that you should choose bloggers in a wisely, so you will have friends who will give you a good example of reaching their own goals, guiding you through your own journey. So, if you have no-sayers, just say no for them. Okay, so the first no-sayer maybe, or the first memorable no-saying in my life, is when I was a child and I really wanted to buy a computer. You know, I'm from a poor family background and we didn't have much money. I didn't have fancy stuff, expensive stuff at home. I had just a really small amount of money, but I was really enthusiastic towards computers, and I really wanted to buy one, and I saw one in a shop where you can buy things that are outdated and not used anymore, and are put there from stores that went bankrupt, stuff like that, old stuff, bad stuff. So there was this really old IBM computer. In fact, we couldn't even check it if it works at all, but it was cheap and I had only a small amount of money, and I was I was 9 years old, and I bought it. I put all of my money into this really old, outdated computer. It was maybe 10 or 11 years old already, and it has a color graphic adapter monitor with 4 colors. It had 2 megabytes of RAM. At the time when my classmates had Pentium 1s or even Pentium 2s those days. So I bought it, and my mom said that I'm stupid and it was pointless and it's garbage and I shouldn't do that at all. In fact, she said it before I bought it. And you know what? That was the very first step of becoming who I am now today, because that was my first computer. That was how I built my first computer. I built it myself. It has not working parts. In fact, I killed the motherboard myself, but later I was able to replace it. And it was a really nice experience to build my own stuff, to learn how a computer works as a child, from books, from the local bibliothèque or library, sorry. And this is the start of my learning curve. This is how I became an IT guy. And this is how I came up with the idea of Computer Tycoon, because I built this computer and I was able to play SimCity on it, the first one in a monochrome way, so in black and white, and it was just so awesome that this started everything, everything who I am today. The second example of mine is my first guitar. I was playing already on the piano very well, and I wanted to play on the guitar as well. And my sister said, "No, you should not buy a guitar. Why? It's pointless. You won't be a good guitar player. You won't have the discipline to practice and stuff like that." But I bought it, and you know what? Some years later, I bought my first electric guitar, and after some years, I released my first album, and the second one, and the third one, and now I am a well-known underground musician in the genre that I love the most, funeral doom, and it's awesome. When I first released an album, Embraced by the Light, and I created this whole piece of art, that album, it was so beautiful. It was so perfect. That was a moment of happiness. I think happiness is really just a moment, a really special moment in your life when you feel accomplished. And that was the first one, when I finished my first album, Embraced by the Light, and it was fascinating. And I would miss all of that if I didn't buy that guitar at the first place, The third example of mine is when I started my company. I started my company more than 2 years ago because I wanted to devote more time for my passion in the game development, and I wanted to learn more. I wanted to have more time to finish something, to make a living, to find out how this thing will work out. And I really needed the time to learn. I had to learn marketing. I had to learn how to create a game in modern environments, because before that I used outdated stuff. And well, I was marketing my music already at that time, because my first album came out in 2010, and at this time we are 2016 or 15, and I just needed the time to learn, to be better in marketing, to find out how can I market a game instead of music, and it was really useful. But before I started it, my father and some of my colleagues said that it's stupid, because I have a great job, I have a really good position in a good company, I'm a leader, I earn a lot of money, and what the fuck? Why would I do this? And because I wanna be the person who I am, and I was passionate and I was really dedicated to do it. And you know what happened after this? Well, I earned 3 times more than before, just because I was now an entrepreneur with a company behind me, and I got much more money for the same work than before. Okay, so was it a stupid thing? My father was right that I shouldn't do this. I shouldn't done this. No, they were wrong. They are just no-sayers, They think that just because they are, sorry, but they are stupid. Okay, I love my father. I'm sorry that I say this, but that was stupid. Why? Because I had the time investment to investigate if this will be good or bad. And I found out that this can be really good for me. You didn't have this time. You didn't put the work into this thing. You didn't have the time even to just to think about it. But you say no. Why? The fourth example of mine is after a year, I thought that, okay, now I'm going to full-time indie and I will work on my first commercial game in full-time. And you know what happened. Others said that it's stupid. Again, they didn't even care to listen to me. They were not interested in my reasons, in my investigation, in my market research, in anything. They just didn't trust me. They didn't think that I'm able to do it. And you know what happened after that? My first game is a moderate success. And I'm here in front of you because now I have the time and I have the money to do it. Okay. And it feels great, man. And all the no-sayers think and know now that I was right. Because I knew what I'm doing. And you can do the same. I don't say that you shouldn't take care of advice. You shouldn't listen to other people out there. You should, you must. You have to take it very seriously. You have to learn a lot. You have to be fucking sure that you can do this. But when you know that something will be good, just don't listen to people who say no. So if you are really sure that something will work out for you, then go for it. Do it. Okay? You just have to think about the worst consequences. You must have a plan B and a C. You must have the amount of money that will keep you in safety for a while. Or if we are talking about smaller things, just as your first computer, first guitar, but I don't think that it's a problem for you right now. But maybe it is. Maybe you are from a poor country. Maybe you are from a poor family. Maybe you are from the third world. If you are listening me from there, then man, everybody has advantages and disadvantages. And you know, you can find out something that will help you in your situation. You must have to improve yourself. You must have to improve everything in your life. And these people who say no in a blink, then just say no as well for them. And stick to your plans. And be disciplined and work. Write your goal card. Stuff like that. Do whatever you can do. Leave no stones unturned. That's my message for today, and I hope you find it interesting. Please subscribe, follow me on Twitter, and if you have questions, I'm here to answer. Just leave your question in the comment section below. See you soon.